Welcome back to Grow with Bilal Jawaid. Today we are covering date formulas. And honestly, these are some of the most practically useful formulas in Excel, especially for HR work. You learn how Excel actually stores dates, how to calculate exact age and tenure using DATEDIF, how to build a status column that automatically switches from probation to confirmed, and how to create a contract expiry alert that flags records before they become a problem. And here's the real value: these formulas update themselves. You build them once and they keep working. No manual updates, no checking again and again. That's real automation, the kind that saves hours in an HR department. Let's get into it. Go to the date formulas practice sheet. How Excel actually stores dates. Before we use formulas, you need to understand this. Excel does not store dates the way you think. Click on cell B3, press Ctrl 1, change the format to general. Now look at the number, something like 46049. That's the real value. Excel stores dates as number of days since 1st January 1900. The date you see is just a display format. And this is why date formulas actually work, because dates are numbers. Subtract two dates, you get days. Add 90 to a date, you move forward 90 days. Press Ctrl Z to get back to the original date format. Now we will explore the function today, which is your live updating date. In an empty cell, type equals today, open bracket, close bracket, press enter, you get today's date. Now, whenever you close the file and reopen it, the date updates automatically. That's the power of today. It recalculates every time. DATEDIF. We can use it to calculate exact age and employment tenure. This is one of the most powerful functions in Excel, DATEDIF. And yes, it's a hidden function. It won't appear in suggestions, so you have to type it manually. But once you understand it, it becomes extremely useful for our day-to-day calculations. The formula is structured as DATEDIF, open bracket, start date, comma, end date, comma, unit, close bracket. Now the unit can be Y total years, M total months, D total days, YM remaining months after years. For now, we will use these in steps so everything becomes easy to understand. Think of it this way: start date, where the calculation begins, end date, where it ends, unit, what you want as the result. Now let's calculate age in years. In column D, type equals DATEDIF, open bracket, start date, which is in cell C3, date of birth, comma, end date, which is today, open bracket, close bracket, comma, unit, which is Y for years, close bracket. Press enter. You now get completed years of age. Now in column E, we calculate remaining months after years. Type equals DATEDIF, open bracket, we select C3 again, comma, today function for end date, comma, YM for unit, which will give us months after 38 years, close bracket, press enter. Now you get only the extra months after full years. Now here's the logic. Column D gives you full years. Column E gives you remaining months, but both are separate values. So if we want a readable output, we combine them using ampersand. This is how Excel joins text and values together. Now we build a complete result in column G. Type equals dateif, open bracket, C3, comma, today, open bracket, close bracket, comma, Y, close bracket. Now this part of the formula will give us the result 38. At this point, Excel is only returning a number. But in real HR reporting, we don't just want numbers. We want something readable like 38 years. And Excel does not automatically join numbers with text. So we use the ampersand operator. Think of ampersand as a connector. It simply joins different pieces together into one sentence. So continue typing ampersand years in inverted commas. Now let's press enter once and have a look at the result. It shows 38 years. Now, to add months after 38 years, we go back and edit the same formula. We continue typing ampersand, dateDIF, open bracket, C3, comma, today, open bracket, close bracket, comma, YM, close bracket, ampersand, months in inverted commas. Press enter. Now, instead of separate values, you get a complete readable output 38 years, 6 months. Just like YM gives you remaining months after years, you can also use MD to calculate remaining days after months. Clean, simple, and highly practical for HR reporting. And you can use this same method to calculate full employment tenure as well. Now, let's slow down for a moment because this is an important shift. Up till now, we were only calculating values, but now we are going to start making decisions in Excel. And this is exactly where the if function comes in. So, what is if? Well, if is basically Excel saying, if this condition is true, do this. Otherwise, do that. It behaves like a simple decision engine. Now, let's apply it to our case. We are checking employee status. If an employee has served less than 3 months, they are still in probation. Otherwise, they become confirmed. Now in column H, type the formula equals if, open bracket, G3 less than 3, comma, probation, comma, confirmed, close bracket. Press enter. Now here is what Excel is doing. It checks column G. If the value is less than 3, it returns probation. Otherwise, it returns confirmed. And here's the powerful part. If you change that threshold from 3 to 6, the entire system updates automatically. No manual changes, no extra effort, just dynamic logic. Contract expiry alerts. Now let's move to something even more practical. Go to the contract expiry date column, column I. Here we want to track employees whose contracts are about to expire, let's say within the next 90 days. Now in the alert column, type equals if, open bracket, I3 less than or equal to today, open bracket, close bracket, plus 90, comma, alert, comma, okay, close bracket, press enter. Now pause here for a second. Notice something very important. Whenever you are writing text inside a formula like alert or OK, it must always be written in inverted commas because Excel only recognizes text values when they are inside quotes. Otherwise, it treats them as names or errors. Now, what's happening here? Excel is checking each contract expiry date in column I. If it falls within the next 90 days, it shows alert. Otherwise, it shows OK. Now, in real HR systems, it's rarely just alert or OK. You usually have multiple levels like expired, alert, review soon, OK, etc. And for that, we use nested if. Same concept, just layered conditions. We'll go deeper into that soon when we explore if, and, or, and ifs functions. That's where Excel starts becoming a real decision making system. Now, before we finish this section, there's one more important concept if error. Because sometimes formulas don't behave perfectly. If you look at column D, where we are calculating age using DATEDIF, due to missing data or small mistakes, you might see errors like num, value, div0. And in reporting, we don't want this kind of output. We want something that looks clean, professional, and readable. So this is where if error comes in. Think of if error as a protective layer. It simply checks your formula and says, if everything is fine, show the result. But if there's an error, show something else instead. And the best part, you don't have to rebuild your formula. You don't have to fix everything manually. You just wrap your existing formula inside if error and it handles everything for you. Now here's how to apply it. Go to your formula and double click to edit it. At the very beginning, after the equal sign, add if error, open bracket, then keep your existing formula exactly as it is, and at the very end, add comma, double quotes, close bracket. Now, quick note here. Those double quotes mean show a blank result, but you're not limited to that. You can write anything inside those quotes. For example, check data, missing, or even error, and Excel will display that message instead whenever an error occurs. Press enter. Now, instead of errors, you'll see either blank cells or your custom message. Clean, professional, easy to read. Because if error is basically saying if something goes wrong, don't show the error, show something better. Now, before we close, let me quickly show you a few useful date functions that you'll use again and again in HR work. First, EOMONTH, end of month calculation. This function gives you the last day of a month. Type equals EOMONTH, open bracket, today, open bracket, close bracket, comma, 0, close bracket. Press enter. This gives you the last day of the current month. Now, one important thing to understand here, we are using today to get the last day of the current month. But you are not limited to today. You can use any date here. For example, instead of today, you can select a cell like J3. So your formula becomes equals EOMONTH, open bracket, J3, comma, 0, close bracket. Now Excel will return the last day of that specific date's month. Small tweaks. Change 0 to 1, you get the last day of the next month. Change it to -1, you get the last day of the previous month. Very useful for things like payroll cutoff dates, contract renewal timelines. Now let's look at the date function. Sometimes you want to create a fixed date manually. Instead of typing it, type equals date, open bracket, 2026, comma, 1, comma, 1, close bracket. Press enter. This creates 1st January 2026 clean, structured, and error-free. Static timestamps. Now, one last practical tip. Sometimes you don't want a date to update. You want to lock it permanently. Press Ctrl plus semicolon, inserts today's date. Ctrl plus Shift plus semicolon, inserts current time. These are static values. They do not change. Use them when you want to log things like when a record was updated, when a form was submitted. So now you have today, DATEDIF, if error, EOMONTH, and date. A complete date toolkit for almost every professional calculation you'll ever need. And that's it for the day. Today, open bracket, close bracket, gives you today's date. And it recalculates automatically every time the file opens. DATEDIF is the hidden function for calculating exact years, months, and days. And remember, always wrap it in if error to keep your output clean, especially when data is missing. If combined with DATEDIF helps you build a status column that updates automatically. Probation for fewer than 3 months, confirmed after that, and you can change the threshold anytime. And your expiry alert equals if, open bracket, I3 less than or equal to today, open bracket, close bracket, plus 90. This flags every contract that is coming up in the next 90 days. No manual checking, fully automated. In the next video, we move to if, and, or, and ifs, the real decision-making engine behind almost every Excel automation. If you found this useful, like the video, subscribe, and drop your questions or topic requests in the comments. See you there.